intelligence. Artificial intelligence it stands for AI stands for artificial intelligence. It's a wide ranging branch of computer science concerned with building smart machines. It's capable of performing tasks that typically require human intelligence. As all computer machines, we may not need the humans, but every now and then we will need them for mistakes being made by the machines itself. That's why it's good to learn different coding techniques and stuff like that, and different applications, because they might need you in the future. AI, again, artificial intelligence is an interdisciplinary science with multiple approaches. But advancements in machine learning and deep learning and creating a paradigm shift in virtually every sector of tech industry. How does artificial intelligence work? Artificial intelligence uses machine learning to mimic human intelligence. Um, I guess I would use an example like what's the bird name that talks back? It mimics people. That bird. I just can't get it out at the moment. The computer has to learn how to respond to certain actions. So it uses algorithms and historical data to create something called prosperity model. No, propensity model. Sorry about that. Propensity models will then start making predictions like scoring leads or something like that. Okay? A few companies that hire for AI: Seiko Epson, Keon Group, Rockwell Automation, NYSE, Fanute Corp, Intuitive Surgical, NASDAQ, Yaskawa Electric, Yaski, Zebra Technologies, NASDAQ Zebra, iRobot, they with the NASDAQ as well. They all are a few companies that's making money and is hiring in that field. Which country invented the robot first? Japan, of course. Ultimately, the first digital operated and programmable robot was invented by George Devol in 1954 and represents the foundation of the modern robotics industry. In Japan, robots became popular comic book characters. Um, we're gonna talk about understanding the five primary areas of robotics. The first one would the first one would be operator interface. The second is mobility or locomotion. The third is manipulators and effectors. The fourth is programming. The fifth is sensing and perception. Number one, operator interface. A robot is only as good as it's available to effectively communicate with a human controller. The operator interface, commonly referred to as a human robot interface, is the medium that allows the user and the robot to communicate. Most specifically, it is the method by which a human operator can give pre-programmed commands for the robot to execute. A gaming controller is an example, okay, of a basic human robot interface, HRI. It allows a player to issue a set of commands to the system, which are then executed in the game. Number two, mobility or locomotion. In order for a robot to complete a task, it needs to be able to move in this environment. In robotics, this movement is called locomotion. Mobility in robotics is achieved in many different ways. For example, some robots mimic human movement, like those used as an assembly on an assembly line, or those designed and based on a human anatomy. Number three, manipulators, and effectors. For any robot to be worthwhile, it must be able to interact with this environment. That's where manipulators and effectors come into play. These are the parts of the robot that allow it to pick up objects and move them, or manipulate its items that are separated from the system. Number 4, programming. Very good, important part of this AI. Programming is essentially the language an operator uses to communicate with the robot. Traditionally, any action that a robot required to perform had to be programmed. These days, advanced programming allows robotic systems to learn and adapt to changes within its environment, which is truly a remarkable feature of engineering. Generally speaking, commands can be provided by the user in real time for the robot to perform, or the robot can be programmed to perform a series of tasks in sequence anonymously, regardless of the method the commands are given. Each robot can be programmed using one or more than 1,000 different programming languages. So, an engineer looking to specialize in this particular field of robotics will have a lot to become proficient in. So, this is the time, guys. If you want to get into AI, this is the time to really start studying. Number 5, sensing and perception. Robots use sensors to gather information. This information lets the robots know the physical space it occupies, where it needs to go, and its obstacles that blocks its path. Sensors are also collected information to help the robot decide how to react to the objects it encounters. The right sensor must be selected for each robot's specific application to ensure that the correct decisions are made. As the field of robotics expands with integration across industries, so too will the demand of experienced robotics technicians to maintain the technologies. Have anyone ever realized what is Alexa? The Alexa that we use, the remote on Amazon, is Alexa an AI? Or is it considered? Not as such, but it's certainly a system that uses AI technology and techniques to become smarter and more versatile. That's what that is. They just use the techniques. In its current format, the system boasts the following capabilities. Alexa can take interaction cues, take notes of errors, and then connect them. This is something I know a lot of people is wondering about, how AI is dangerous. If AI surpasses, humanity in general intelligence and becomes super intelligent, then it could become difficult or impossible for humans to control. Just as the fate of the mountain gorilla depends on a human goodwill, so might the fate of a humanity depend on the actions of a future machine super intelligence. So yeah, that could get out of hand. I can see that getting out of hand. But with the right people in charge and the right people handling the situation and in control and having knowledge, that should be under control. I hope you like this video about what is artificial intelligence. I'm going to try to bring another topic to you guys. Thank you so much. Bye.